right, y'all. Welcome to the Trap Advisor. Thank y'all for trapping in. It's your boy Pancho Gasman, and today I got a real special guest in the building. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Hey, hold up. Look, listen. It's your boy Sober Junkie. Y'all feel me? What's happening with you, bro?
Oh, man. Hey, look. Long overdue.
Hello.
What's up, man? It's good
Shout
to
out
have-
to Real Young LA.
Hey,
Hello.
man. Shout out, man. We got a story on that for y'all
Come on,
a little
man.
bit. But, hey, now that you here, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you, though.
Man, so look, bro. You know, we're going to just dive right into this, man. Because you and I was talking, and we was talking about the interview, and we was talking about what it was going to be about, right? And he said, bro, I want a little bit of everything. Let's talk about Chris. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Leche. You feel me? Let's talk about the prison. You feel me? Let's talk about drugs. Let's talk about all the things that happened before.
Let's
it
talk
happened.
about it.
Yeah. So
Please.
look, man, your boy. So it's crazy, you know. I did a lot of things, man. At a young age, I felt like I knew I was gonna do something, you know. I always felt that. And I actually skated, and I did like aggressive inline skating though. But we was different. Most of the kids that skated, they came from like well-to-do families and all because they could afford rollerblades. But we were some ghetto-ass kids on some Kmart skates, jumping off fucking staircases, grinding on rails. You know what I'm saying? We was crazy. And we called ourselves welfare. You feel me? I got it tatted right here on my arm. It stands for We Evolve Life Force and Rebel Externally. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Feel me? Because we was like, man, this is something that we all have in common. We all on welfare. We was trying to figure out what we was going to be, right? And I did that, bro, and I skated, and I got good, man. I became pro.
You was a skater?
Yeah, bro. I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 with you, man. A buck, what they say these days, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, man.
I need to see the footage, man.
Yeah.
Where the
in
footage?
fact, I got magazine articles with your
What?
boy. Yeah, man.
Okay.
So I did that, man. I was on a 96 Warp Tour.
Okay.
And then I came home, and then I ended up getting in an accident, man. And when I was real young, back in 2001, right when I was about to go do the X Games, and got real messed up, man, and it kind of made my life go downhill. I started getting back into other things, thugging and bugging, you feel me? Because that's how I was. Like, I was that trouble kid that was fucking up, stealing cars, doing all this shit, and then started skating and changed his life, you feel me? And then got in an accident and lost everything. You feel me?
What type of accident?
I got rear-ended by a semi-truck, man, me and a couple of my boys. And it was only going like 40 miles an hour, bro, but it rocked us, man. I still deal with my spine issues today, man, from that accident. It's crazy.
Dang, so after that, it just
So it's important. So I'm going through physical therapy. I'm going to the doctor, and
Okay.
they tell me about this thing, Oxycontin.
Ah.
It's a great pain medication. It's going to help you.
And this is back then. Like, how old
Come
were
on,
you?
man. So it's 2001.
So how old?
Early
you?
20s.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't do no math right now.
No, you good.
My girl can help me though.
No, you good. I'm just trying to get a
Yeah,
range,
so
like,
it's that area.
Yeah, okay.
It was when all the fuckery was going down in Florida. It was
Okay.
when all that, you know, I think there's a movie out about it right now on Netflix. I was really a part of that. But over here in California,
Mm-hmm.
I went from being on this level to more and more and more. And then when my case was over, right, because I'm suing this company, I don't think I could say it legally. I might be, I don't know. But it was a big, diesel company
Mm-hmm.
that hit me. So I sued them.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as it was over with, the doctor, one day I go back, I don't got this money no more to see the doctor. They cut me off. And they cut me off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So your boy started doing extracurricular shit. Started doing other things. Started doing this, started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Right about that time, I got hooked up to get a job because I lost my career to work for a rollerblade company.
Mm-hmm.
Skate company called Senate. And they were out in Orange County. So I moved and went out there. Now I'm still already messing up a little bit because I started doing extracurricular shit when they took me off of these meds.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get out there, man, I did good at the company for a minute, and then I just got caught up in that world out there. I got caught up in that world out there, man. I started doing meth. I was shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
I was wilding out, and then I went to jail, y'all. Now, You know, I'm native and white boy. You feel me? That's whatever on that, whatever is right. But I run with Northerners. You know what I'm saying? I always have. That's my people. That's where I grew up. That's where I'm from the Bay, man. I'm from Los Banos and San Francisco. I went back and forth as a kid, but we'll get to that. We'll talk about that later. This is more of my story right now. So I get out there and I go to jail, man. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, what do I do? And I remember my people always told me, if you get locked up down south, make sure you go to the brothers. We roll with the brothers in the pen because them essays are going to kill you, bro. They find out. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went out there. Yeah, politics, bro. So I went up to this OG and he's like, bro, there's 8 of us up in here. And you got 100 and something Southsiders. You got 100, white boys. He was like, bro, there's 8 of us. He said, you just need to get off. And so I got off. And then all the other people jumped that looked like me, that wasn't me. With the other ones, it kicked off a full, it went off, bro. And I got the shit stomped out of me, man. I got hurt real bad, man. And then I got segregated. And I started getting fucked up by the police there because they were like, yo, man, why the fuck you out here doing crimes if you know you can't get locked up and you're not even out here. You came out here to Orange County to I said, nah, I came for a job, man. I got fucked up on drugs. They didn't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And I go to court and I get out. So what do? I run. What the fuck am I going to do out here? You want me going probation? You want me to live out here now? Motherfuckers know who I am now. They done try to kill me in the jail. Mm-hmm. So I run. And I'm like, I got to go catch a charge up north where I'm from so I can go to the penitentiary from where I'm from. So I don't go to Wasco and get whacked. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I went back home, got in a bunch of trouble, went back, ended up in jail there again, but they remembered last time, so they segregated me. I was actually in there with Twist Loco from Watergate Crip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother. I don't know where he's at, what he doing, where it's been. I know he had like 13 or 14 to do, but that was my celly because it was like, who would you sell up with? I said, man, I'll sell up with black folks, man, because I don't rock with nobody else up in here. There ain't nobody up in here I could rock with. Mm-hmm. And bro, when I walked in the cell, Twist was like tripping when he saw me, right? Because bro was like, hold up, motherfucker, what the fuck? Right? And I was like, nah, homie, this is who I am. This is what you know what I mean? So I'm a Northerner, man. He said, you a Norteño? I said, no, I'm just a Northerner. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, we fuck with you on the pen, and it was good. And I got out, I ran again. But now it's like, it's not 2001, it's 2006. It's been a bunch of time, right? I'm up north, I steal a car. Should I tell him the stolen car, how I got the car? I got to tell you how I got the car. So, bro, I have no clothes. I got no clothes, y'all. I got a white paper suit. I got some funky orange flip-flop shoes on that's beat up that I've been rocking. The drawers I got on belong to like 19 other motherfuckers before me and the socks. And they let me go at 1 a.m. And I'm walking and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Mm-hmm. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? I caught another charge, right? This is what happened. So I'm going by this like, out there they do the hookah and they got bars and all these things going. And I see this dude and this girl and they fighting and talking shit and he's getting aggressive. And he drops the keys, right? So I get the keys, right? And I take the car and I leave the motherfucker. And I steal the car. I go all the way back to Los Banos. Now I'm up in LB. 6 months go by. I done lost the car. There's a whole story with the car getting taken from me by somebody. And I ended up in a junkyard with a motorcycle gang that I won't mention, or club or whatever the fuck, 1%er dudes. I'm running amok. It's November 14th now, 2016, right? No, November 14th, 2006. And I'm in a stolen vehicle. And I'm in Turlock, California. And I start to pull out from this stop sign and there's a police officer there. And a couple hours earlier on that night, one of my boys, Chepe, rest in peace, had given me an Indian's hat. Because he was like, hey, homie, you native, bro. I feel like you should have this hat, but it was all red. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. And I was like, man, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
What you mean? Like, what type of hat is it? Like
Cleveland
the
Indians,
type of hat that you...
baseball cap. But it was all red with the red indent on the front. He was like, you native, bro. You should have this hat. And I was like, all right, man, I appreciate it. And my boy died, man. He got stabbed. He got killed. Chepin, man, rest in peace. Dead End Locos. You know what I'm saying? Merced, California. A solid motherfucker, man. I love that dude. But I had the hat on and the fucking cop seen the hat. That's what they said in the report. He saw the hat and he flipped on and got behind me and I was like, fuck this shit. We going on one. Fuck it. It's over. I'm already running. They probably know I stole the car over there. I'm fucking, you know, I had done a whole bunch of other shit in between. And so I ran. I fucking ran. I took him on a 30-mile high-speed chase. Yep. From Turlock to a little place called Waterford where I ended up crashing. A tree jumped out in front of me. It didn't jump out in front of me. But, you know, I hit a tree. After a crazy, lengthy chase. And I was lucky because it was in a lot of country roads, a lot of back roads. Northern California, like, you know, fields and shit like that. It's just open. So I got rid of a lot of shit. But I did get into custody. They did bust me. I got 3 years for that. And when I went in, of course, I was in the bus with one of my boys, and he was like, hey, when you get there, he goes, you know, you got like a white last name, but you native and you kick it with the homies. He goes, you know, you roam with the homies. I was like, all right, cool. And I was with the bro, and that's what I did. And I ended up, so crazy, man. I ended up in D-Wing, or no, C-Wing. And that night, a bunch of shit got given to me. And I was like, what is this for? You know what I'm saying? And later on that night, our cell got hit. And they didn't find nothing, but they took us and put us in the hole and put us under investigation. Right away, this happened, bro. Now I look back and it was Creator, bro, protecting me. Because I went through some shit, but I was also in the best place I could be, and we'll get to that. So I end up in the hole, and first thing they're like, how the fuck, why are you back here? Like, what did you do? And I was like, man, they hit my cell. I got set up. So they gave me the shit. This motherfucker rolled it up. I didn't know that. They gave us all the shit. And then, you know what I mean, stuck us with it. That night they hit. They knew it was coming. And but I held my mud. I stayed straight, you feel me? Shut my mouth. And sat back there while I was getting investigated by IGI. They said, we're going to validate you, man. You're going to go to Pelican Bay. They was trying to scare me, you know, all the bullshit. But then some shit went down, and we shut the fuck up again. And one night, I was in my cell, and they rolled up, and I went to Corcoran and Shoe.
And that place,
bro,
it has a reputation.
Bro, the minute I got off the bus, this motherfucker told me not to look down, to look up, to stay looking up, not to look down. And for some motherfucking stupid ass reason, I looked down and got dipped on my motherfucking head, bro. Dipped. I told you not to fucking look down. You eyeballing me, motherfucker. And I think I literally just a little nudge. But as soon as they don't play, man. But honestly, being in the shoe was one of the best things that ever happened to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I actually jumped on my shit because when I went to the shoe, that was my second time in the hole. From there, I ended up going to Vacaville Prison. From Vacaville Prison, I kicked off a riot and had to go to the hole. The second day I was there. And then from there, I thought I was going to get out. And I had to go back to Orange County. Because they had me for a GTA. The car I stole. It always comes back, y'all. We do dirt, and we think it ain't gonna come back, but the shit comes back. So you got to do what you do. Make sure you commit to whatever you're doing if you're gonna do it. Now I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to prison from there. Now I'm stuck, and I'm on parole. How the fuck is this gonna work? And I'm losing my shit, man. I'm like, this is fucked up. So I go out there. They lock me down again right away. I'm out there for a few months. They say you're going to prison, term of 16 months. GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Because I had the keys and I fought it, I got joyriding. Y'all know about joyriding? So I got joyriding. I got lucky. But I'm like, they're going to kill me. Every night, man, I would pray to Creator, man. And I keep it real, you know, I'm scared to death. I'm like, now they going to get me. They going to catch me easy. I'm way the fuck out of bounds. and it's over. And that's when the motherfuckers hit me at three months in. I got the paperwork. I'm going. I got a lockup order. Like, I'm going to prison. And they said, time served, but I had to be on parole there. I'm on parole already over there, right? So that's when I committed the second crime and went back up. That's when I went to the shoe. I paroled out of the shoe in 2009. See, that weed got me fucked up. I paroled out the shoe in 2009, and that was it. I had spurts where I get out of jail, y'all. Between 2006 and 2009, it was twice in and out. When I paroled, I got a Victor number, bro. I got a V number. You know, prison number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a V.
So
number.
you was in and out a lot.
I was in and out from 2000. Well, you got to think about it. I went to jail early on, 2000, right after 2001, in and out all the way to 2009.
Mm-hmm.
In and out. I'd only get out for a few months, go right back in. And 2006, the high-speed chase, that shit was crazy. And that was the last run for that. Mm-hmm. So that was a whole new charge. So everything got put in together from Orange County, all my shit, and I got sent off. So it was a different process. Mm-hmm. Then I went to the shoe because I got set up. I got my shit, ended up in there, went to the shoe, paroled from the shoe, came home. I had to go to Jamestown because of the gang. I ended up validated. I'm a validated gang member now because they ended up doing it. Mm-hmm. They ended up getting me 3 points, which they make shit up, man. I shouldn't be validated. I ain't no hardcore, crazy, killer, gangster motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's a normal dude doing normal shit. Mm-hmm. You know, and ended up going where I went, just like anybody else that would have went in my shoes. They had to go through what I went through. But the system always tries to do that. That's just another form of Big Brother. They want to validate you so they can control you, so they can try to hope you'll drop out and talk and tell and, you know what I'm saying? Debrief. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So I never did that. You know, and I don't knock nobody that did that because we all got our own choice and our own ways and everybody's circumstances are different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
Okay, well, let's talk about this then. So what was the point then you changed, you know?
So I came home.
When you got into music.
So 09. So yeah, so let's jump to 09. I've always been music though. Just so you know, even when I was in my addiction, I'd be in hotels banging on the bathroom door singing.
So when did music first start for you then?
Man, as a kid, bro. I've always loved music, man. I've always loved it. It's just always been something, you know what I mean, that I've wanted to do. And I was always performing Elvis. My grandma would have me sing Elvis for her.
So you would say that was one of the biggest artists that influenced your style?
Yeah, I keep it real. Now, I don't think my style, but my want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson was the first person that made me want to perform. You know what I'm saying? I had my jacket, I had the socks, I had the gloves, you feel me? I had it all. Like, I wanted to be Michael so bad. Like, I idolized Michael. And I'd be in my room, like, Thriller was that was my first ever album I ever got was Thriller.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a tape. And I played that tape till it wouldn't play no more. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody did, man.
You know?
Hey, man, he was just a master at his craft, man.
No, for real. That it's beyond brilliant. Mm-hmm. And you know, they try to destroy and discredit and manipulate anything like that, bro, in life.
Yeah, but you know, and what's crazy is that a lot of the facts came out. You know, the people that brought up the allegations that it was just all fraud.
Yeah, no, for real. So yeah, music, Bubba, it's always been something. In high school, I was in an a cappella choir. I had a little group with my partners. We was gonna try to be singers, you know.
What was the group?
I don't remember the name, what it was, man, but it's some cornball shit. But we was doing it. You know what I'm saying? We, you know. So I always wanted to do it. When I found out I could sing, I always tried to rap. You know, rapping was my thing because singing was something.
With that part though, right there, like, how did you find out you can sing? Like was you in the shower or something?
No, say look,
like
my girl gonna be look because a girl in my class was like, "Why are you always rapping?" And I was like, "Cuz." She's like, "You should sing." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "I don't know if I can sing." She's like, "Try to sing," and I sang an oldie. they said someone in my class was like, this oldie, and I sang it.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl was like, wow, you can sing. And I was like, wait a minute, I got a superpower. I got to learn to sing. I got to keep singing.
Yeah.
And then it was dope. I sang it for my boy just brought it up, Mitch Lear. Shout out my brother, Mitch Lear, man. I love you, bro. He was like, I was there when you sang Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire. And the school went crazy.
Okay.
You know? But because I've always loved it, man. And like I said, through my addiction, you know, it's crazy, man. When I did go out in 2001, something I left out that was so important, man, musically. So when I was out there, the one thing I did do is I knew a lot of people in the skate industry, and they knew people in the surf industry.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew I wanted to do music, and they said, hey, we want to introduce you to dude Paul Gomez. He's the marketing director over at Hurley. It's a surf company. I don't know if y'all heard of Hurley.
Yes.
So I went to Hurley. I met with Paul, and Paul's like, yo, I like what you're doing, man. He's this super cool Chicano dude. He's native in Chicano. He's a surfer, super fucking amazing artist, dude, super cool guy. I was like, this dude's fucking cool when I met him. He's like, let me hear what you can do. And I like rapped for him a verse and sang a hook. And he's like, all right, man, I got you. And I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna call up my boys at Freeze Management. You know Axl Rose is? I was like, yeah, Guns N' Roses. He's like, yeah, their manager. I was like, his manager. I was like, what? Look it up, Freeze Management. It's crazy. And I was like, okay. So we go out to this dude's crib, beautiful, fucking gorgeous house. And we hop in this 740 Li, you feel me? We bounce out to Warner Brothers in Burbank. Warner Brothers. And we fucking walk in, they're like, what do you want to eat? And I thought of like, I could have anything I want. I want some catfish and French fries, macaroni and cheese. He's like, all right, bet. And they ordered some other shit, and we went into Craig Aronson. Craig Aronson was one of the head people at Warner Brothers. Look him up too, rest in peace, man. One of the most amazing, influential people in my life to date. His son now is, I think, the head of A&R for Warner Brothers as well. So maybe, you know, he'll hear this. But so we're in his office, which is fucking gigantic, and it's humongous office. And he's like, all right, let me hear your demo. I said, I don't got one. He's like, what? You guys brought me an artist without a demo? He goes, well, I like his image. And I had on windbreakers, Nike Cortez. Half my hair was in cornrows. Half my hair was all unbraided. I was looking wild. But he was like, what are you? I was like, man, I'm native and white. He was like, oh, yeah? I was like, yeah, man. He was like, what kind of music you do? And I said, I rap and sing. He goes, but you don't have a demo? And you're on Warner Brothers? I was like, yeah. And he was like, let me call my intern. So he calls the intern in. He said, I got a CD. You know, he had a CD with 22 songs on it. He goes, you think you might find a song on there you could freestyle to? I said, shit, I'll freestyle over every single one of them. He's like, what? I was like, yeah. And he said, put it on. So I freestyled 22 songs, whole songs. The hook, the verse, the
You was
bridge,
rapping them or singing?
rapping and singing. So I'd either rap a verse, sing a hook, or sing a verse, rap a hook. I flipped, bro. I was in my zone. I always been a freestyle king. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Fabby. You feel me? Fabby Davis. You feel me? But I'm a freestyle king too. But I sing usually, you know what I'm saying? But back then it was rap. So I did it. And he was like, was that written? Or I said, no, man, that was just, I'm talking about, I've never recorded anything, sir. He's like, well, how much money do you need to get a demo? And then I'm like, fuck, scrambling in my head. I was like, man, I'll probably do it for $5. He said, $5? I said, 500. He started laughing at me, right? He said, 500, huh? That's how much you want me to write this check for? And he got a book. It's a checkbook, bro. Warner Brothers checkbook. He goes, I'm going to give you $5,000. I expect 3 songs. I need a demo. And then we'll sign you to Warner Brothers. But you need to get this demo done because I can't go to my people without a demo. So I need a demo, but you got a deal. $5,000. Two $2,500 checks from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck just
And at
happened?
the time, that's big bread.
Right. But remember, I'm fucking up. I'm on drugs. So I'm like, okay, I could probably buy like 2 ounces of meth and flip it. Make all this bread back, get in the studio. That's where my mind's at. So yeah, I fucked it up. And when I got in jail, remember I said I got my ass whooped real bad?
Yeah.
Guess who came to visit me without being on the list? I didn't put bro on none of that. Craig Aronson came to see me. I'm beat up. He said, hey, man, I need you to get yourself together. You're special. I really believe you special. That's what he told me. I really believe you special. He said, but you're sick right now and you need to get right. You need to get right. What happened to you? And I told him what happened. He goes, you no longer have a deal with Warner Brothers. But when you get out and you get clean and you get right, and then you call me, I got you. So when I got out, one of the times I had got out and I was doing good for a few minutes, you know, I called him. And he was like, come out here, come see me, da-da-da-da-da. But I think I fucking relapsed that night or the next day. No bullshit. Because I was, you know, it was rough. And I never went out there. Then when I finally got my shit together, y'all, to go really see Craig Aronson, he had passed.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's something that I, you know, it's crazy, man. But it's a trip because I've always known this music thing was something I'm supposed to do, right? And yeah, man. So after that, like I said, in and out of prison, all the crazy shit I did there. And then when I got out in 2009, right before sentencing, I got out, time served. I think I did, Bear was almost 2 years old when I got out. So I wasn't there for the pregnancy. I wasn't there for none of that. So that whole time, what is that like? Almost 3 years, right? Because I got 3 years, time served, all that. So a little under 3 years that I'm gone. When I get out, I got a courtesy parole to Jamestown because of the gang shit. Then they take me to Merced, and then I go to In-N-Out Burger, and I meet Bear for the first time. And I seen this little dude, and I'm like, fuck, that's me. That's me right there. And I held him. And I'm an emotional dude. It is what it is, right? And I cried. And I said, bro, I promise I'll never leave you. I'll never leave you, bro. And I ain't never left him. I discharged parole in 12 months. 12 months straight with not one fucking problem and discharged. After that, fucking dumbass relapsed and fucked up for a little while, but never went back to jail, right? Never went back to jail. You know what I'm saying? And when I got clean, I was at this meeting and I was sharing. And one of the guys at the meeting was sharing how he used to be in the music business and had a DJ thing and all this other stuff. And after the meeting, I went up and I was like, hey, bro, you got connections and you know people with studios? And I said, I sing, bro. He goes, you don't sing? And I said, yeah, I do. Check it out. I said, I've been down, yeah, I've been low, right? And I start singing to him. And he's like, wait a minute. You serious about it? I was like, yeah. 3 days later, this dude shows up to my house, takes me to Santa Cruz, right? And I record my song Disease, which is out right now. You can look it up right now. Christopher Michael Disease. And and that's what really kicked it off, bro. I got clean, bro, and doors started opening up. You know what I mean? And music came back to me because I got clean.
Okay, so look, we're gonna take a chronic break and we're gonna talk more about that because I think the weed was helping you kind of get clean, right? Did that have
we gotta talk about that. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have happened without it. We gotta talk about you want that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got you. Because it's important, bro.
Okay. Well, hey, yeah.
It was my exit, not my gateway.
Yes. I like that.
Come on, bro.
All right, well, we're going to elaborate on that more for y'all. Trap in. We taking a quick chronic break. Peace out.
Right?
All right, y'all. Welcome back from the chronic break.
Hello.
All right, man.
Yo, man.
What was we on, man? We was talking about that good old tree real quick, man. How it helped my man get past the monkey on. Matter of fact, it was a King Kong on your back.
Bro, it was Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Got King Kong versus Godzilla on
Bro, it was King Kong and Godzilla. They had a baby somehow. Nobody knew it was a dude and chick. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, now y'all know. And that baby was on my back.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, man. So look, when I did finally decide to get clean, right? I would always start to go through that withdrawal and be like, oh, hell no. Mm-hmm. Fuck that, motherfucker. I can't, And finally, when I started with the program, one of my partners, man, he's like, "You really doing it this time?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, but I'm fucking sick. I'm stressing, man. I'm tripping, this, that, and the third, right?" And he's like, "Well, what's up?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm kicking, bro. I was shooting heroin and fucking meth."
At the same damn time?
Yeah, Belushi on steroids.
Damn.
And it was not together, just after each other. I was a roller coaster kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real roller coaster.
Yeah.
What you doing it right after each other?
You know what I'm saying, bro? About 30 minutes apart.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
What's
crazy.
that like?
It's a roller coaster, man. It's man, but here's the thing is I was in a place where I didn't want to feel, think, or I just wanted to be on autopilot, and that's what it did. It made me not feel, see, or think. It takes your soul, man. But keep it real. It really is a demon on your back. It really is that dragon that it's evil, bro. It is. And when I finally kicked it, this partner of mine was like, "Man, I got something for you." And I was like, "You got something to help me get through this shit?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, slide." So he comes over and he gives me a bag of this purple ass weed. And I'm like, "Weed? What the fuck, bro?" And I smell it and I'm like, "Damn, this shit is, whoa." I said, "Man, this shit smells crazy as fuck though." I said, "But bro, what the fuck is this gonna do? Can I put it in a rig and shoot it?" You know what I'm saying? He's like, "No." I said, "Then what the fuck is it gonna do, man?" He's like, "Smoke it, bro.
Just roll it up.
Roll it up and smoke it." So I was like, "But I'm doing this program and da-da-da-da-da." He's like, "Yeah, bro, but you're not going to kick. You're not going to get, come on, man, be real. You're going to relapse again." The meth, not so hard. It's the other shit that was difficult, right? The meth, the addiction, the physical, withdrawal is nothing compared to age. And all these folks on this fentanyl now, that shit's a whole nother next level as well. But there was a point where I was shooting heroin with a 90 milligram fentanyl patch on my shoulder that was supposed to last for 72 hours. When I was out there, bro, I was out there. I don't know how I didn't die. And I have overdosed, never to where I went to a hospital, but to the point where I woke up in an empty hotel room because everybody was scared I was dead.
So how was the purple helping you?
Yeah, see, I'll go right there. You know my ADD, bro. I start taking that. So back to the weed. Let's get to the sunshine. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to smoke it. And so I rolled this fucked up joint because he gave me papers and shit. And I was like, man, I need a blunt. Because back then, last time I had smoked weed, I always smoked blunts. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck, man. And I rolled this joint and I smoked the joint. And about 30 minutes later, I was like, oh, whoa. Man, I feel better.
Well, like,
not all the way better.
You never smoked before?
No, I did, but it wasn't strong enough for me. It wasn't shit.
Also,
bro, I was shooting heroin
like
and meth.
Some purple.
Well, just weed and
purple.
I just felt like weed in general wasn't shit, but it was because I was on all these hardcore drugs. Now I'm 3 days off. I'm at the worst part of the kicking. My body's like going through it, and this plant, strong as it was, because it was that real Bay Area. Like I said, it was that real
NorCal.
Yeah, bro. And it worked, and then I had to keep smoking. It didn't work for over an hour. I'd get about an hour's relief, but I was able to get some kind of rest. I was able to start eating within a few days, and I just kept smoking it and working the program. I'm gonna keep it real. So a lot of people say that's fake. A lot of this and that, but it was my exit. I didn't touch the other shit, and I haven't touched the other shit in over 13 years, man. Come on now, stop playing.
Oh, man. Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So people can say what they want. And although 13, crazy, huh? And look, here's the thing, man. Just because it worked for me, just because it was my exit and not my gateway, I don't sit here and tell anybody else that it's the miracle and it's for you and it's going to do for you what it did for me. But I will say it did work for me. So there is a possibility that it can work for you. And it's a lot better alternative to a lot of other things that are out there. So, You know, it's natural. I've always felt it was, you know, medicine for it helps. It makes you, it's crazy, man. But you got to have the right stuff too, especially getting clean and starting to use cannabis. This is something nobody talks about. You got to find your terpene profile.
Oh, yeah.
Because it can send you in a bad place. Because I've had some bad reactions and I've quit smoking quite a few times because of anxiety attacks, but I was smoking the wrong shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or honestly, I was smoking too much. And that's something I have to be aware of too, because I'm an addict and I keep it real. I can get to where I just want to, you know what I mean? And I got to say, hold up, bro. You can't say this. You can't say this and do this. You got to say this and do this. So I got to check myself. You know what I mean?
So when did the name Sober Junkie come about?
Bro, so I'm walking down the street and this dude sees me and he's like, hey, where the fuck you been? And I'm like, man, I got sober, man. I ain't fucking with that shit no more. And he started laughing. He goes, oh, you're sober? You're a fucking junkie, bro. What are you, a sober junkie? And I was like, holy shit. Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck yeah, I am. Then the fair came around, the Mayday Fair, right? Because, you know, people know I got clean on 420. So, you know, it's fresh still. But the fair came around and I went and bought a shirt. And the shirt said Sober Junkie on it. A lot of people talk shit. I said, no, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
This is me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I know that when I tell people my name, they're like, huh? What? What? How? Why? Wait a minute. Explain that. And then I get to. And then I make a connection with these people, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, I think all of us, if not us, have dealt with addiction issues or have someone that we love or someone that we love's family.
Mm-hmm.
Addiction's coming after everybody. You don't care if you're poor, don't care if you're rich, you know, all that shit. You know what I mean? There's some crazy shit out there, you know, taking our people away. And I say our people because I'm talking about the human race. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, cannabis was my exit, not my gateway, bro. And I continued to use it. And it helped me. And I did hide it, which I shouldn't have did it the way I did it. But I was new in recovery. I was new in being a new person, right? So I hid it. Didn't want to be, you know. And it's something that I got to speak out about because it's something that can help somebody else. And if it worked for me, then yeah, it can work for somebody else. And I know that. And I know a lot of people like me. There's hella sober junkies out there. Hella. There's so many of us out there, whether they was fucking with Roxy's, whether they was fucking with AIDS, fent, alcohol, whatever the fuck it could have been, right? They use cannabis now. And that's all they need.
I got another good question though for you, and this is from Nietzsche, man. She actually brought a good question up.
Yeah.
When did we first meet? How did we?
Bro. So it's so crazy because it's so long ago, and it's such a important time in my life, man. Because when you met me, you met Wonton too, my little brother. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So I was blessed, man. My big bro Jay Diggs, who I met through Gary Archer. And actually, you know what? What you call it? Taz and Remy out in Hayward, because I did the song with Diggs for Chasing My Dreams. It was Taz and Remy. Gary hooked me up with everybody else. That's how I'm tight with Jack. That's how I'm tight with everybody out there.
And that's a video too, Chasing My Dreams, that y'all can look up on YouTube, man.
Yeah. And I'm singing the hook. I'm in the video singing the hook. That song did really good too. And it's cool because it's his mom's favorite song. So that's special to me. You know what I mean? Moms loves that song, man. Betty and, you know, Betty, my mama
Betty
friends.
Diggs.
Yeah, Betty and my mama are friends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Diggs always showed the most love to me and my family. Looked out for me tough, man. And we was rocking heavy. And then you slid through with the tree. It was like, that's the gas man. Yeah. I said, oh yeah? You know, they don't know how tight we are.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, that's my boy Ponch right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
when you
Poncho Treatment.
When we became instant smoking partners.
Yeah. off rip.
Yeah.
Cause we was on that vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm in there I was working on music.
Mhm.
I was working on a project.
Yeah.
Fingers was up in there. Kenichi was up in there working.
Yeah. SB Smack.
Yep. Schmack. What are they doing? SB.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that.
Yeah.
I like to play with fire.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
I sit and watch it burn.
Yeah.
It burns. Hey.
Man.
Man, yeah, man. That was such a crazy time, bro.
Rest in peace, Dunna, man.
Man, bro.
Yeah,
real
to
shit.
that
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Jacka, bro. Justo, man.
Oh yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in
Tell
peace,
us
Justo.
about that, man. Your relationship with or
So
friendship with Jacka.
Gary put me in all the right places around all the right people, man. Gary believed in me before anybody, and Gary Archer, I will never stop shouting this man out. There was a point where we went our own ways, you know what I'm saying? But no love lost, no regrets, no love lost. I'm real, and I acknowledge when people put me in position, right? But Gary was a type of dude where your authenticity has to do the work. I'm going to bring you in the room, but your authenticity has to do the work. So I'm in the studio with Street Knowledge, Jacka, Gary Archer, K-Lo from the Gorilla Pits, Taz, Remy, Diz Dragons. We doing our thing, we chilling. And K-Lo, because K-Lo and Jacka, that's I mean, them two is crazy. They got albums together. It was crazy. And Loke was like, hey Jack, you gotta hear the bro, man. He crazy. This dude crazy singing. And he had me sing something for bro, and he was like, and then I went in the booth and I sang a hook for him that night. I don't even remember what song, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's so long ago. And I know the song is out there. And but you know who wrote the hook that night? Was Gary Archer.
Mm-hmm.
So Gary Archer.
So Gary Archer, right too?
So look, Gary Archer, that motherfucker was a rapper before anything, bro. That dude, that motherfucker's a legend, bro. He's the legendary Gary Archer, man. Real shit. Yeah, you gotta know. I know Gary like nobody. That was, man. I was blessed to be able to sleep on the couch, man, and blessed to know grandma and the family and yeah, Gary used to rap before anything. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Gary's the truth. So he gets in the booth with me and I'm tripping. I'm nervous, right? Because I'm like, fuck, I'm in here with Jack and everybody. Because before I just loved Jack because it's Jack, And he gave me what to say and I sang it. He goes, but you do it your way. And I sang it and Jack was like, what? That was it. And then every time I come up to the studio, Jack's in the studio. And so then we end up doing this other joint. So then it's years are going by. I'm in the lab. I'm around Jack and them all the time. They're doing their shit, but we're always at the studio in Hayward at Taz and Remy's house, man, in the back smokehouse, I think. And everybody runs through there though, bro. Everybody. Diggs, everybody. Smoke, that's the spot, bro. Taz is one of the most iconic producers out of the Bay. Look him up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Our Palestinian brother. But we did this song with the fucked up part is I don't want to get to this part, but we doing this quick and So D-Ray too, man, they brought me everywhere. They made sure I was a part of everything. And Jack took me in like family, and me and Jack had some crazy conversations and powerful conversations. And we did this one song, and we were supposed to go back out there, me and Wonton, and we're going to ride around the city at 4 a.m. and all the old schools, you know what I'm saying? And because the song is 4 a.m. and we still outside. Some of us won't see tomorrow, And we get to Mo's house, me and Wonton, and we're waiting, and we're like, man, where's Jack? Where's Jack? Call K-Lo. K-Lo's like, yeah, I'm calling him. He's at the studio. And then all of a sudden, GA runs to the door, and he's like, bro, let me in. They shot Jack. Bro, let me in. He's like, G-Phil just calls me. His girl lives above the studio. Said they just shot Jack in the head. And we're all like, what the fuck? And then I remember Gary went to me and was like, you and Wonton need to get the fuck out of here, get back to Vegas. I don't know what's going to happen. Because they didn't know what happened yet. They just know Jack got shot. And then right away, we knew as soon as he was gone. And we didn't want to leave, bro. But Gary was like, you guys got to go. So we left. And it was crazy because I'm like, man, somebody so important to all of us, you know what I'm saying? Just gone. Like that.
Yeah, Jack was a
On his
heavy
way
figure.
up.
He was a heavy figure, yeah.
Bro, and he was
Influential.
moving in such a way, bro. He was moving in such a way, and he was just so real, man, and so intelligent, bro. And if you really got to know, bro, and just off the conversations we had over the short couple of years, bro, because that's how long I got to know him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that, man. You know what I'm saying? But enough to where there's pictures of my kids with him and me and him and his son and me, and you know that, like we was at all these things together. That always made me feel like family. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because I was already connected to Justo, but Justo's part of the mob too, and he was rocking with all the same bros. And they're like, you know, we got another native brother that we rock with, man, Justo St. Clair. And I was like, what? I know Justo. What the fuck? Y'all rock with Just? And then that connected. And if you look at the song Lights, the Jacka, Justo, and Kalo, love that song, man. That's my little bro, man. Rest in peace. Justo, he just passed, man. Life is crazy, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Life is crazy. And when we live in like we live in and things just moving like they move, and we got to remember that too, you know? We got to be smart. Think about what we do, where we go, how we are, you know? The world is wild out there right now, bro.
Yeah, but hey, but you still, man. I mean, I see you out here, man. You doing your thing,
Yeah,
man.
bro. I'm working harder right now than I've ever worked, man. I took a break for about a year and a half. I went out to go be next to my girl. She's in Vancouver, so I moved to Blaine, Washington, way at the top in a little border town, and just chill with my kids.
Yeah, and shout out Nietzsche.
Yep, my baby. And but then, you know, we came back, man, and went through some obstacles and overcome some things, man, and sitting in a better position than I've ever sat in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
In the studio, I'm dropping an album August 24th. It's a country crossover album. I did what I want to do. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted some hard shit, and I did it. And we got it out.
And shout out Kenichi.
Bro,
yeah.
We've been rocking with this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
This whole time, bro. It's crazy.
Now your network is crazy, man. You know, tell them about the Pop Brothers.
Oh yeah, Pop Brothers at Law, my attorneys, man. Huge shout out to them, man. If you ain't following them, go follow them. The Pop Brothers at Law on all social media platforms. You know what I mean? Huge shout out to Real Young LA, my cousin, out there in South Central doing his thing, man. Tap in with him. He's got a podcast. What's the podcast called?
The Wake and Bake Show.
The Wake and Bake Show.
With cool ass Cam.
Hello.
They got some real cool shit going on.
Man, come on. That's all he do is cool shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but ask him. He'll tell you. I stole a car, drove all the way out there, took him to court. Then I got all fucked up and spooked. He didn't know I was shooting dope in the bathroom, but I was. And I got spooked and took off and left my cousin at the motherfucking courthouse. He was so mad. But when he found out the truth later on, when I got clean, right? He said, cuz, I get it. I ain't even mad at you, man. I said, bro, I was in a bad way. But I still pulled up and got you to court.
Cool as hell. I
love that, bro.
I remember the first time when I met him through you. You know, when we came from the High Times Festival, I believe.
Yeah.
And we rolled up into the Rosecrans.
Yeah.
And then, hey, rest in peace, 89.
Man,
because 89 was there that night. You know, he was on the board. And then you went in the booth.
Yeah.
You was doing your thing, and then me in LA was chopping it. We was just, you know, it was some things going on, but it was cool. It was cool. It's cool peoples, man. I love the city of LA, man, because there's a lot of good people out there. Yeah.
Yes.
But so what can the people expect? What's the music that you got going on? Yeah.
Hey, baby, do me a favor. Let them. We gonna let them hear Scars real quick. Check this out. So this is the first single. We're dropping 2 together. Please Let Go, featuring Isaac Tenasket, and Scars featuring my girl and YB Nakota. You dig?
But yeah, I definitely like that one.
Yeah. So
Who playing the guitar? Is that a guitar here?
yeah. So Kenichi did the production on that record.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we work with Eric Perez, does all our guitar stuff. That's my brother. He's my guitar player in the band too. You know what I'm saying? But he does all our guitar stuff and bass as well. And then yeah, this I want you to hear this country crossover vibe, man.
So hey, for the people really want to get to know you, man, what would you describe your music as?
So look, man, I'm gonna keep it real. I've gone through so many things and evolved so much, man, musically to where I'm at a place where I just love music. So we did this project that we have. We've got about, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 songs that are kind of like, they got like a punk rock and roll kind of type vibe feel. And then I did this song with Isaac, and it was so good. I was like, look, man, I've been telling y'all I want to do country, but I want to do crossover country, but I want to do country. I just want to do it. I want to be able to do an album. If it takes off, great. If not, whatever. I ain't tripping.
Crossing over from what? Like what?
Well, so it's country, but when me and Kenichi talked about it, he said, nah, I want you to do crossover country. So it's like trap and country. It's like Shabuzi. What are these other songs? Bro, it's crazy. I want you. It makes you want to dance. This one's more powerful and more like, you know what I mean. But most of the project make you want to start line dancing and shit. You feel me? Make it move.
That sound like one of them music scores. When
come on, bro. The project is bananas.
Yeah.
And look, I'm a real motherfucker, so I gotta say this too. My brother wrote 90% of the country album.
Okay.
Usually I write. Usually him and I write together. But Kenichi has been on fucking fire.
Yeah, he ain't no joke in the lab.
Bro, but now his writing, and he know me so well. We've been friends for so long. He know my voice. He writes, and he'll even, it's crazy because he'll sing it on there. A couple of the songs, she's like, he's going to keep his voice on it, right? I'm like, nah, he don't want to. He's just telling me to sing that. You know what I mean? He's recording a demo track like, here, sing it but like you, but sing this, keep the note, but do you. So the whole project is, bro, we finally wrote together last night, which was fucking beautiful, man. We was in the studio, and I sat down in one room, he sat down in the other room, we let the track go, and we both just singing, and we're recording everything, right? So that one of us hits, we go, oh, hey, okay, we keep it, and we go back. So he's been doing all these writing camps with Warner Brothers. Kenichi done blew up, bro. That man, I'm so proud of him, bro. You got to get him on here to talk.
Yeah, he got heavy credits, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. He was getting all these his I-8 was in the shop. And he was getting those Turos. He said, man, fuck a Turo. So he went and bought a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
He said it's the same payment.
Uh-huh.
Now he got the Cybertruck and the I-8. Bro, I watched that man build from a beat up Cadillac with a broken back window. I watched it. I watched bro build himself, self-made.
Mm-hmm.
That's my landlord.
Mm-hmm.
I rent a crib for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, and he got a cold studio.
Bro.
2 studios,
so proud
actually.
Of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's worked so fucking hard, bro. When people went out and did this and that, he stayed working. Mm-hmm. He had plans, but if a studio session could get booked, he's going to go work. You know what I'm saying? He built that, bro, and he inspires me and motivates me like a motherfucker. When I'm here in Vegas, you know what I mean? He pushes. And then him and my girl are so close, and it works. You know what I mean? Bro, this project is bananas. I'm excited. And then all the songs that I wrote, the other ones, we're going to start dropping every month. So literally for the next 2 years, we have a single dropping every month, and we're dropping an album August 24th.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, with 16 songs.
All platforms or what?
All platforms.
Okay, cool.
16 songs.
For sure.
Yeah,
hey, what can the people trap in with you too?
Bro, the Sober Junkie Official on Instagram, the Sober Junkie Official. And then everything's on there. The SoberJunkieOfficial.com is the website. And all my links are on there as well. YouTube, everything. Sober Junkie. The Sober Junkie. You know?
All right, cool.
Man, it's crazy, bro. And then seeing you doing what you doing now and you talking about this and manifesting it, bro, and to see it come to fruition, bro, like that shit is inspiring. You feel me? But
I appreciate it.
We've been grinding.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a long one, man. But you know, as long as you stay on your mission,
yeah,
you know, that's all it's about,
bro, for real.
Yeah,
and finding out what that is. Yeah. Real talk, man. I look forward to coming back after the project drop.
Yeah, we gonna have more. We gonna have multiple.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on. Let me keep real. Let me shout out my girl Nietzsche B Records. That's her independent record label.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know. So that's on when I be talking shit, man. Fucking labels acting fucked up, dude. You know, I'm trying to fly out to fucking New York, bros. Trying to get the label to get tickets. So like, nah, bro. I love you.
Anybody else you want to shout out? Hey, man, shout out Bear, man. Because you're the world champion one day.
Come on, man.
I see you, man.
Hey,
beating things
100%,
up.
man. Shout out my cousin, man, Overflow, you know what I'm saying? Soul Truth. Man, that dude has been a huge, important person in my life, man, and for my boys, for my sons, big time. Memphis out there playing football, my son, Boogie, Mallory, you know, my little squad. You know what I'm saying? Memphis the Great. You feel me? But man, Kenichi, everybody, man, just and you know what? Let me shout you out if you out there right now getting after something that everybody's telling you ain't possible. Because if you believe it's possible, I promise you it's possible. My whole life, and granted, I went through some weird shit. Y'all heard all about it. I did some fucking up. But when I would go after these dreams, they would say it's not possible. You can't do that. It can't happen. But I made it happen. So if a motherfucker like me, and you done seen what type of motherfucker I am, I've been through some shit, can make it happen, you can make it happen.
Hey, I heard it over here, man. Thank y'all for trapping in. Yep. Thank you for coming through, my boy.
Yay. I love you, bro.
There'll be many more, but till then,
definitely.
Thank you for trapping in.
Oh, shout out my mama, Lola.
Lola! Yeah, man. She trapped in.
That part.
All right, man. All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Take care.